Yo everyone, how's it going, and welcome back to the final episode of the Sprint Mode Championship here on F1 2020. We are going to Canada and Brazil today after we had an absolute shocker in the last episode around Vietnam and Monaco. We currently sit 19th and 20th, me and Carlos Sainz. So today is redemption day.
Minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. It's Carlos Sainz in pole position and Lando Norris lines up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Raikkonen, Albon, Sebastian Vettel and Stroll, Hamilton, Grosjean, Ocon and Antonio Giovinazzi, Gasly, Russell, Daniel Ricciardo and Magnussen, Perez, Fiat, Nicholas Latifi and Charles Leclerc, Bottas and Max Verstappen completes the grid.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
So here we go then, guys, on the grid of Canada. Today is redemption day. Me and Sainz on the front row. 5 red lights are on. And away we go for the penultimate round in this championship. It's a tentative start. Didn't get the best of start on Sainz there. And now finding our way through turns 1 and 2. Trying to get the momentum. We still got 5 laps, so we can always try and hunt him down. This is one of my favourite tracks, by the way, on the F1 game. Not sure if I've mentioned that before or not. So we should go pretty well around here. So we're going to try our hardest to fight on. So coming towards the end of lap 1. Down the back straight here.
We've held position on lap 1. That's not great, but it's
Trying to
not
find our way around Carlos Sainz. So it was all about sort of managing the battery, sort of managing the fuel mix as well. Staying with Sainz as much as we could. Coming to the end of lap 2 now. Sainz is on the fastest lap, as we still don't set the fastest lap. We set the fastest last sector there, but still just not quite able to keep up with Sainz here. He kept me honest, and he had some good pace on him, so I wasn't quite able to make that challenge, unfortunately, as we come to the end of lap 3 down the back straight. And once again, as you can see down in the bottom right, just really struggling for the errs, as we couldn't really make anything happen there, and Sainz actually started to get away. So once again, not much action, but nevertheless we got a double podium for McLaren, and we're right back in this championship.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
So there we go as well. So Bottas getting driver of the day, but it's us two on the top step of the podium. Albon finishing in 3rd as well. So that's put us right back up first and second in the Drivers' Championship. So we've got a really good opportunity. The only downside is obviously in the Sprint Mode Championship you have to start last, well, at the back of the grid, because it's the reverse grid, and we are also top of the constructors there by 6 points. I think it was over Red Bull. So here we go. Final race of the Sprint Mode Championship. We find ourselves in 2nd place. Me and Sainz starting at the back of the grid. What is going to happen? So here we go. 5 red lights. Ours is on. And we are away once again, and getting a very good jump start there on Albon and on Max Verstappen as well, as Verstappen sort of trying to cover me off there as we go flying down the inside into turn 1 of Bottas. I think that's the 2 Ferraris as well on my inside. I didn't know where they were. I saw the arrow was red, so I had to take a nice wide line out of turn 1 and 2 and 3 there. But nevertheless, we survive up into P13 already, starting 19th place. Next up is Latifi and Kvyat here, the Williams and the AlphaTauri, as they go side by side, trying to get up as many positions as we can on lap 1 here, so we get good momentum onto the start-finish straight. So trying to make the best of it. We go up the inside of Latifi here, making that work pretty nicely for us there. So nice move. Go a little bit wide intentionally, because I saw the red arrow once again. Didn't want Latifi tagging me. And now on the back straight here, we got a superb exit out of the final corner around the outside of Kvyat there on the grass ever so slightly. We've run out of VRS going over the line. And as you can see here, a load of cars up ahead of us. We've got Perez and Stroll going side by side. I think that was Hamilton having a go at Raikkonen as well, heading towards the next corner there as we lose the back end ever so slightly. once again in Rich and Urs up to the line. Obviously these guys are going to be a little bit harder, more straight line speed with the Mercedes engine, as we get a nice momentum on Perez there. We had sort of a double slipstream effect, and now going into turn 1 down the outside, have a massive lock up as Perez gets the position back there, but he has to go wide because he thought I was probably going to dip in there, but wasn't quite able to. Now once again opening DRS, Urs is open once again, but not really gaining much momentum unfortunately, so we couldn't quite make the move down to turn 4 there, as we are in the middle of lap 3 here, and Perez is caught right up onto the back of oh no, it's Magnussen, sorry, it's not even Raikkonen. I thought I saw Raikkonen on the screen. But nevertheless, Perez now on the start of lap 4 trying to go around the outside of Magnussen into turn 1. I once again lock up, which isn't going to be good for my tyre wear, but nevertheless trying to get a nice exit fuel mixture to Rich. ERS, DRS down the inside. Can we try and make a double move? We go for it, and we get it into turn 4. That puts us up into P9. I was absolutely trying to sweat it out here, trying to get as many points as possible, obviously, for this championship. Not going to spoil it to the end. We'll have to wait to see what happens, but we're going on to the last lap now. And once again, we've run out of Urs as we come over the line. But next up is Giovinazzi. Call him up pretty quickly. And we think about a little move there down the inside into that corner. But I think it would have just ended up me losing my front wing. But we don't want any more of that. We want a nice clean race here. As I would steal on the back of Giovinazzi. Keep locking up. That's how much excitement was going through me. I was just trying to get as many positions as I could, and I just kept locking up everywhere, but trying to use as much as the track here. Once again locking up into the final corner, which didn't really have my momentum here, but trying to do a nice drag race up to the line. Gio doesn't have any DRS, but oh no, yes he does actually, but he has no one in front of him to give him a slipstream. But there we go, we finally get him up to the line, and that's P8 for us.
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
So Anthony, what
So we get driver of the day as well, so that's not too bad. Pierre Gasly wins the Grand Prix, but for us, P8 doesn't unfortunately do it for us, as you'll see in a second. But it was a great race nevertheless, as Daniel Ricciardo and Esteban Ocon also finishing up on the podium as well. So a good result for them all round, but for us, P8 from P19 in 5 laps was an action-packed race. Sainz down in 17th unfortunately, but like I said, it wasn't quite enough for us. We only managed 4th. We still finished in the top 5 and ahead of Sainz, which I think is, well, we actually finished joint 4th actually with one of the Renaults, I believe it was. And there we go, 4 points off first as Renault take the Constructors' Championship. But there we go guys, that is it for the Sprint Championship. I hope you have enjoyed it. Please do let me know if you want to see more F1 content. I have also pre-ordered F1 2021 as well, so don't forget, subscribe so you never miss any more F1 content. Once that game is out, I'll be doing loads of content on that game. I have also purchased the DLC version as well. But nevertheless guys, if you have enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I'll see you all again in the next one. Take care.